I'm Big is an online talk show sharing what's working in a big way. It is about redefining what it means to be big. So everybody, here we are once again on I Am Big, and today is going to be really exciting. I'm at the Beer Temple with Chris. And as some of you who know me know that I'm not a big beer fan, so I'm here at the Beer Temple to see if Chris can make me fall in love with the beer. But before we do that, I want to introduce everybody to Chris. Chris is the owner-operator of this wonderful store. And I call it wonderful because he has followed his passion in beer.
Absolutely.
So tell us about your passion with beer.
My passion in beer started when I was, right around 21. There was a lot of bad beer being drunk, and it was right around that time in the mid-90s that there was a lot of small, more innovative craft breweries coming up, and I kind of came up with that and saw that there was a lot of world-class beer being made right in my own backyard. I thought it was kind of cool. I felt like I was part of a movement, and it's really blossomed since then. And right now is literally the best time for beer in the history of the world. There are more beers now than ever. They are of better quality than ever in the history of the world. Yeah, and America right now is the center of attention in the craft beer world during this big boom. So I was thinking of what passions I wanted to follow, and I really felt like this will be remembered as kind of the golden era of beer, and why didn't I want to be part of that?
Well, let me ask you this. What is really inspiring to me sitting here is that not only are you passionate about beer, which is great, but more importantly that you've made a business out of this, which is, it's great when people can take their passion and make it into a business. So I know that you had a lucrative corporate career before this. So how did you make this into a business? I mean, did you have a plan? How did you do it?
Yeah, well, I liked my job. It was a good job. It just wasn't, I wanted to be kind of in control of my own destiny. So I was in a position where I felt I was at a crossroads and I wanted to move forward. So I put a plan together. And
did you have any help? Did you get any help from other people?
Well, I reached out to people and asked kind of, how do you start putting a business together? I went and I got the, how-to book for how to put together a business plan. And I spent a lot of time researching and writing up a business plan. And I realized after the fact that it really mattered, that a lot of people weren't spending the time even just kind of developing their business. And in putting together your plan, you really have to start thinking about things like, how much beer do I have to sell in order to make this a viable thing?
Sense, yeah.
And is that possible? And I thought it was, and it was right in the middle of the credit crunch. It was the worst time to try to get a bank loan, but I called and called and called, and I found a bank in Minnesota, believe it or not. Yeah, I just called all over the place.
Minnesota.
Yeah, and
go Minnesota, everyone.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You never know, right?
Yeah, and they said okay, and it was funny. My small business administration mentor, I guess you would call it, or guide, didn't believe that I had gotten a bank loan. He's like, nobody's getting bank loans right now. How did you get that? Who is that? Who's your banker? And I said, I promise I did, but it was because we had all our ducks in a row. And so then, with the funding behind me, we opened it up back in January. It's now November. Thank you.
Really?
Thank you.
I usually hug, so you can hug.
Okay.
Thank you. No, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
I was reading about you, and I read that Margaret, your wife, is part of this thing, which is great. So what is her contribution to this whole thing?
Well,
does she love beer too?
Yeah, she absolutely loves beer.
Great.
This was really the idea of both of us. We were in Belgium, and we saw these little beer shops that were more like wine shops, and we both kind of fell in love with the idea of having a small business.
That's nice.
And she definitely helps. She's kind of the, I guess I'm the face of it, but she's kind of the support, the foundation of it as well. So she helps with a lot of the nitty-gritty stuff that
keeps
isn't
you in check.
Exactly, and does a lot of the things that isn't glamorous, like being on TV and stuff like that.
Well, this is an internet show. I'm going to take a short break, and we're going to be back at the Beer Temple with the lovely, bubbly Chris. No human being deserves to be told that they are small, because that ain't the truth. After being told that I was too fat to do anything and I will not make it, I made it, and I made it big, both professionally and personally. Now it's time to do something bigger, and I'm going to do it with you. I know I am big, and so are you. I Am Big is an online talk show sharing what's working in a big way. It is about redefining what it means to be big, to dream big, to act big, to grow big, and to share big. Because big goes way beyond size. Big is who we are and how we live. We are traveling around Chicagoland and beyond to bring you stories of everyday people doing big things. Join our movement today on iambig.com and share with us on Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. Sending you a hug from Chicago. And we're back here at the Beer Temple with the lovely Chris, and he's going to take the challenge to make me fall in love with beer. I see you got these 3 beers going here. And again, for people watching, I'm not a big beer lover. And since I'm at the Beer Temple, are you taking the challenge? Because obviously you love taking challenges.
Yes.
Are you taking the challenge to kind of...
My one condition is, if you don't like it, you have to say you don't like it. It's okay to not like it. And it's just as important to know what you don't like as it is to know what you do like. So not liking something is still a valuable experience. So the first beer. This is what they call a Radler. Radler means bicycle in German, and it used to be kind of a nice summer refreshing beverage that they would serve for people riding their bicycles in Germany to the beer gardens. So this one is half grapefruit, half beer. Grapefruit soda, half grapefruit beer. Light, refreshing, fruity, not very sweet.
If I like it, I take my glasses out. If I don't like it, the glasses are on.
Okay.
Okay, got it? Let's see. Now, do you have to smell it like wine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I've never done a beer tasting. So.
Yeah, smelling is a big part of the whole tasting process.
Love it.
Do you?
Yes, this is good.
Yeah,
This is good.
really great.
Love it.
This
Love
beer
it.
is one of the most. This style is just so enjoyable.
Before I know
for
you're going to take
everyone.
the glass away after the show.
Yeah.
Let me have it.
And it's really light and refreshing too.
Love it.
This one, now that was an easy one. Everybody likes this beer. This one is this is a very kind of refined style of beer. This is a sour beer. It's called a Flemish red ale. This one was aged in red wine barrels as well. It's from Norway. A lot going on. Just remember, everything you're tasting here is from the normal ingredients that would go in beer. There's nothing special added to this beer. It's just unique types of yeast and some bacteria that are in there, all safe for you. And this is almost like a combination of beer and wine, but it's all beer and no fruit, no nothing added. I'm curious to see what you think of it. This is a love or hate beer, I'm not gonna lie.
Smell it again. It's got a really strong smell.
You don't like it?
No.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep my glasses on.
Keep your glasses on.
I mean, it's
What
not
about-
bad, but this is one of those lovers you know.
It's sour.
Yeah. It's
got like a vinegar
I
flavor
think
to
it
it.
might have a place at once in a while, but not for me.
Yeah. Cool.
I might-
And the last one, this is a stout. Big, strong beer.
I
A lot
like
of roasty, chocolatey flavors. This one does have additives in it. It has coffee and vanilla added to it. It's from San Diego.
Don't you look? Excuse me. Hold on. I'm talking to David right there. Hold on. That is beer. I don't dislike it.
You don't like it?
No, I'll just take it half off.
Half
in the
off?
sense I think I could. This is addictive. It's kind of got that, that strong. Yeah, I would say that you've yeah, I'm not disliking it, nor
Yeah.
am I liking it. I think, honestly, yes. So I am converted at the temple, at the beer temple. Everybody watching today, thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. You know, what's amazing is that you're doing it. You're, kind of sharing your passion with everybody. If you're in Chicago, check out Beer Temple. We'll be posting more information on our site. And most importantly, I think for me today, It is be open, try new things, follow your heart, follow your passion. You can put a plan and make it a business, do it. That's it. Thank you. Chris, anything you'd like
Thank
to
you.
share?
No, that's
Oh,
all.
everybody's like, come on, since you've had beer, I'm not drunk yet. So, and Joshua's giving me this beautiful I Am Big band. You are big.
Thank you.
Are you big?
I'm big.
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Watch
you.
again very soon. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.